extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side. And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota, another completion right back to Patterson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam. 19-yard line. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. They'll sneak it with Mariota. Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a 1st down. And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle. Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a 1st down and start a new set. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Patterson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll go. It's Patterson. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers. Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. of his end zone. Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in press territory as well.
They were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
A first down throw for Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And here's Jones again on second down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Throwing. Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Samori Toure, 55 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their own 16. Into the hands of London. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. To throw is Mariota. Throws right back to London. Complete again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First down, Mariota. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Falcons! This is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. Second down, another shot for Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. They'll be back at the 36. Love, they go play action now. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's one thing to get the interception. It was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Got his man, it's Bo Melton. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. 3rd and 2, Love with it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Love going to give this one to Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Love. Got Dobbs over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. 23 yards the pickup there.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Richie Grant in on the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw now, here's Love. Put it out left to Dobbs. Touchdown! Romeo Dobbs, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Well, now how about this return? And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
2nd down, here's an option late. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Fourth down, Mariota. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first down, going back to Patterson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once more, they turn to Patterson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Third down, here's Patterson. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready up. Ready.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Love now. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Right, 97.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. And he rifles one incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. An inside give to Jones. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Love to throw for it on 4th. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, again to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And right away, he lost the football. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball is going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season. Ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. First down, Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to...
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Moore. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Here we go, set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 3rd down, Love. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Counting down toward halftime on EA Sports. Murray now on 1st down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. Now Murray. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Murray now on 1st down. Zach Ertz has it complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Murray. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson. As the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point good by Prater. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ready, set.
On 1st and 10, Love. That's complete to Dobbs. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Crosby is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before half for Murray. Just keeping the play alive. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Goen. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Murray going to throw. It completes it once more to Anderson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They get this out quickly to the left side. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done, so I think going for it there was the right call.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go again to Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Love now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Ah, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Crosby is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30, the 40, 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Arizona.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Now Prater to add the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Packers 13. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Quick slant to Watson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Had the option to hand that one off and run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And this will be swung out here for counter. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Play action. Now it's Murray. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray finding Ertz again. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batting down to Hatch's time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up that 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Third down throw incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of miss.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. After the turnover, here's Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. From 19 yards away. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he used his quickness to make a play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack on 1st down, Murray, this ball complete into the hands of Anderson across the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Devontae Wyatt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. to throw. Murray. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
And he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Able to find Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes.
So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Love looking to throw it. He's got the hookup with Dobbs. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down, Love to pass. Completes it again to Dobbs. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
This is caught at the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Love, they go play action now. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep...
And there he goes again. There are no flags. He's into the end zone.
Touchdown.
And an amazing return wins it in OT.